on first down. Newton. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of
ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. Catch is made by Herring. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he coughed it up, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return will stop right around the 25. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the 2nd most in his career, 31 touchdown passes, and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions. If you need to open things up, Russell Wilson can get it done.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Seattle.
10 at the 40-yard line.
This is Carson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He's 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the...
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll just toss it away.
Wilson.
So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel having the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
A 4-yard gain.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson taking it in. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Newton. Being chased out left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he hits him. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down.
There's a nice catch there by Julian Edelman, and he's going to be a reliable target no matter who's playing quarterback. Topped 1,000 yards receiving for the third time last season. I just love his story. College quarterback to one of the top slot receivers in the NFL.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Operating from the gun. Newton has a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown.
To number 11, Julian Edelman.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Nick Folk.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Back out now come the 1-0 Seattle Seahawks as they beat the Falcons in Week 1. Charles, 38-25. That game was in Atlanta. Russell Wilson continuing to play at the top of his game. Only had 4 incompletions, 31-35, over 300 yards, 4 touchdown passes, no picks, and guess what? He also led the team in rushing, and then he flew the flight back home to Seattle.
Is there anything that was left that he didn't do in this game? I mean, it was unbelievable. Jamal Adams was a force on defense. Remember the big trade that brought him over? Maybe the next game, Russell Wilson will play safety next to him just to go ahead and do a few extra things. A phenomenal job by him, phenomenal job by Seattle, and for me, it really fit. Remember the 4th and 5 when they went for it? And he threw the bomb to DK Metcalf for a touchdown. This Seattle Seahawks team, they're very confident, strong, and they got a huge game in Week 2. Their home opener on a Sunday night, Cam Newton and the Patriots are coming to town.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. A nice run there, 9 yards.
Tackle made.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now it's Carson. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
At the 4-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. On 3rd down, it's Carson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown. 4 yards yards on the touchdown ground. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
The extra point.
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. It's complete. James White. And boy, he is very close.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in his zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, CD, I want to fit in your preseason predictions here. This now our 5th year together in the booth. Hard to believe time flies, but it's an annual tradition that you tell us how you think things are going to shape up in each conference. Let's start with your thoughts on the AFC.
All right, let's start in the East. I like the Bills. In the South, I like Indianapolis despite their loss on opening day. In the North, I like Baltimore. And out West, of course, just coming out of the West, I think that in the East, New England is going to get the nod. And then out of the North, I'm taking Pittsburgh. Remember, we got that extra team in the playoffs this year. And then when the playoffs break down, I do think it's going to come down to Baltimore and Kansas City in the AFC. And Baltimore, by a nose, goes to the Super Bowl.
And just to be different from you, I like your conference championship matchup. I'll take Mahomes and the Chiefs heading back to the Super Bowl yet again.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
All right, this gives us a chance, Charles, to go back to your playoff predictions. We covered the AFC. What do you see happening in the NFC?
All right, let's go with the division winners. Dallas in the East, Green Bay in the North. Let's see, New Orleans in the South, and out West, San Francisco. Wild cards, I think 2 are come from out West. Arizona and Seattle. And the 3rd wild card, I think it's going to come from the South, and Tampa Bay gets in. Now, I don't believe Tampa Bay's going to the Super Bowl. I think New Orleans and Seattle will slug it out for the Super Bowl champs. And I'm going with New Orleans to find their way in.
Okay, so you got the veteran Breeze against Lamar Jackson in the Super Bowl. And who ultimately do you have winning that one, CD?
Oh, yeah, the old head and the kid, right? I'm going with the kid in this one. in a Super Bowl classic. Baltimore wins the championship.
All right, just so I go on record, I mentioned I'll take the Chiefs, and I'm going to take them over the Packers. So I think we'll have another young and old QB mix. Packers, a little bit of a surprise getting in there, and I'll title.
I love it. A rematch of Super Bowl I, which was called the NFL-AFL Championship game. Actually, the World Championship game when they played it back in 1967.
Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. 16 yards, a first down. From the gun, Newton.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. Now White lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
Newton's pass complete.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, he's knocking it out.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
First and 10 at the
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Taken in the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Back out, here comes on the offensive side. And a Week 1 victory for them, 21-11 over Miami, a division win. You know, 2019, of course, that brought an end to the Patriots era with one MVP QB. 2020, they begin a new one with another MVP signal caller in Cam Newton. And plenty of questions about him on the Patriots, but we're starting to see some answers because, did you ever think, definitely not with Tom Brady there, you would say that a quarterback would lead the Patriots in rushing in a game, but that's what Cam did, 75 yards on 15 carries in that opener against Miami.
Yeah, not only that, you have a New England team who's lost a lot of top players on defense,
14.
yet they held Miami in check the entire ball game. So you put Cam Newton on offense, big change there. A lot of defensive stars not there anymore, yet the guys who filled in played well for them. A vintage New England team, just when you think you've got them, they look like they've got you. How about the schedule, though? Going to Seattle, home against the Las Vegas Raiders, and then they go to Kansas City. Things are going to be interesting watching the Patriots in the early going.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They start the drive with White. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
And it's third down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
2 yards on the play. First down, New England.
On first down, it's Newton. And the Hawks have picked it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, CD, let's take a moment here and get your thoughts just on week one in general. Certainly no shortage of storylines, but I'm curious, after 1 week, which teams really caught your eye?
Well, teams with continuity certainly did. Kansas City, the defending champions, they were sharp in their season opener, as was Baltimore, who, of course, has title aspirations, getting upset in the playoffs last year. How about a couple of big surprises? What about Washington, coming back from a big deficit against Philadelphia at home, getting a win for head coach for them? And, of course, Jacksonville. Everyone's talking about how this team has just been dismantled. They'll be lucky to win 2 games. They won a big one against Indianapolis. And, of course, all year long, we'll follow the New England Tampa Bay ledger, won't we? In this case, New England, with all their changes, they get a win. Tampa Bay, with all their additions, they take a loss on the road at New Orleans.
Yeah, you know that coach in New England slept a little bit better than the quarterback down in Florida after week 1.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Newton. They still can't get it. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on how many things do we do at certain times, what are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Yards there, a 1st down.
And that's good.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
For the extra point.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Seattle.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Pats at the line ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Or just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 3rd down, Michel. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 7. 1st down, New England.
Sonny Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a 1st-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity, top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. They'll get this one out to Rex Burkhead. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
And the Patriots.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Complete to Julian.
And there's a catch there by Julian Edelman, and I know the conversation is very big on how much will he miss Tom Brady. But Edelman's one of the top slot receivers in the league and an uber competitor. He's going to miss his friend, but he wants to show the rest of the league that his skills transfer no matter who's throwing him the football.
Quandre Diggs there defensively. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air again, Newton. So 2 3rd-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
At their own 27-yard
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
for a Seahawks.
Just more guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
That's good.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one. And
he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown. Hawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Patriots have it.
The quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down, Patriots.
Newton on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Complete.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
45 on 2nd down. Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good catch there by DK Metcalf, and when he came into the league, we were all impressed by his physical attributes. Looked like he was chiseled out of stone. This guy's body is one that we all really wanted to have. But as his rookie season progressed, they added more and more to his plate. Now at times, with his size, his speed, and ability to catch the ball downfield, he looks downright unstoppable.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
at the 8-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Russell Wilson sacked.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
To the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Alert. 14. Here we go. Switch.
Now Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
A loss of 7.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
And it's third down.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long. It's Newton. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Carson in a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Going to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign.
And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Wilson's pass intercepted by the Patriots.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Ready? Set 180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Strip the ball. Strip that again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. It's caught. This is White. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got White here. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they start to go in the game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. That's complete to White.
Newton's pass.
Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
14.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.